All right, and M&M, of course, our teams played this weekend with Dallas and Philly. And what's your thoughts on the game, man?
Well, I mean, of course, this game always a game of wheels, so to speak. And without Jalen, but even with Jalen, I mean, you can't take for granted how this game would go. Uh, Defensively, I was, I was disappointed in our lack of putting a lot of pressure on the ball, like I thought we should, and it allowed Lamb to get off big chunk plays, and even Gallup, because the chunk plays is really what kept Dallas alive. It wasn't so much uh, what they was doing in the run game, and that's normally what I fear the most, But them chunk plays was really doing it, and offensively, I was very disappointed because I wasn't going by the outcome. I was going by, what make us us. And, you know, I'm like, Minshew had 355 yards, but I'm pissed at 40 attempts. You know, calm the damn game down, especially during the time we had the lead, and just slow the game down. The shit was too much of a, I don't know, just uncharacteristic in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's like that methodical. We just kind of drained the clock. We running a lot because Gainwell didn't get the ball nearly as much as I wanted him to. Sanders got quite a few touches, but mainly toward the latter part of the game. But they really had no answer for Gainwell. Every time he got the ball, it was like 7, 8, 9 yards a carry, literally. And to drop back and to throw it. And we had turnovers a couple times, and it was some spectacular catches, but that shit easily could have been turned over too. When which wouldn't have been the quarterback's fault because we shouldn't have been throwing the ball like that. But it is what it is. It still was a winnable game up to a certain point, but just too many turnovers to overcome, and then Jordan Davis was kind of like was on the concussion protocol, so he left the game a little early, and then Lane Johnson got dinged up, and he left the game, but that really didn't have a lot of impact on anything. So uh, really didn't like the play calling. That's my biggest thing with that. I just we shouldn't have threw the ball maybe 25 times out the whole game, and uh, we should have ran it more. And if you look at our record, even going back to last year, when we run as a team 30 plus times, we literally has not lost a game. So and that's what I want us to always do. Regardless of who we playing, but especially a team that's high powered, like Dallas offense can be with them big chunk plays. That's the kind of shit I don't like. But so hopefully uh we can kind of get back to playing our style of football when we get ready to play the Saints.
All right. I mean, overall, I was, I was happy with the Cowboys' offense. I wasn't happy with the defense. They still haven't figured out how to overcome the injuries we have at defensive back. We lost our number 2 and number 3 defensive cornerbacks for the year, and these young guys ain't cutting it. They are not cutting it. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. Um, I mean, the pass rush is still pretty decent, and as far as the offense is concerned, if we can stop Dak from making mistakes, we can be in a lot better position. That dude, he still makes critical mistakes now and then, but I guess the biggest takeaway from me is seeing CeeDee Lamb actually play consistently over these last 3 games. He's been really good these last 3 games, and that's what you expect out of a receiver who's supposed to be a number 1 receiver. So this is the way he should play, in my opinion, since he's supposed to be the guy. So if he can continue that, then that would be a good thing. But it's just one of those deals where I think the teams, I think the teams are pretty much evenly matched for the most part. I mean, you know, they beat our backup quarterback. We beat theirs. No big deal. We haven't seen the starters play each other yet. And maybe we'll get a chance in the playoffs depending on how things shake out. But all in all, I think that the Eagles shouldn't make that big of a deal out of the fact that they lost this game, and I don't think the Cowboys should make a big deal out of the fact that they won, even though both teams, you know, did some good things. Anytime you can get 27 points out of your backup quarterback, I mean, that's really good. You got plenty of starters who can't generate that. And so, all in all, of course, I'm always happy to disappoint an Eagles fan, but got to move on to the next week, and you got to keep it going because you know, one game is not going to make or break this particular season. Not right now, not for these teams.
Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.